What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me on this TRX type of a workout. I'm not going to talk a lot. We're going to get started right away. If you're unfamiliar with TRX, it's one of my favorites. If I had to choose the top three different exercise equipments, this would be one of them. I want you to do the best you can. This is something you would do if you really want to get loose. There's a lot of different type of TRX workouts, but this one that I'm about to do is mostly about mobility and a little bit of functional, just a little bit. But it's fantastic because it helps you move in different planes of motion, and it really helps with overall mobility. I'm going to start from the foot up and work my way around, work my way up. All right. So, starters, you want the TRX for these moves at least to be about hip height. Okay. And I have a top of the ceiling anchor type. All right. So there's a door type, but the one I'm using is at the top of the ceiling. All right. First thing I'm gonna do, put these TRX straps underneath my armpits, I should say, and I'm gonna start my timer because I don't want this to be any longer than 15 minutes. All right. This is also good for recovery days for those who lift heavy, always sitting on a bench or something like that. Don't do a lot of mobility and different type of planes of motion movements. This can be very good. I know I like to lift heavy, but also want to stay limber. All right, so putting these straps underneath my armpits. Okay, and I'll show you a little side view here. All right, I basically have a ramp body from my hip to my head. All right, so from my hip to my knee. I'm sorry, from my ankles to my knee to my hip to my shoulders to my head. It's a ramp body right here. You see that? Like a little bit of an angle. And what am I doing? Just giving myself a little bit of a calf stretch. All right. So you go in and out of it, fight to keep your heels on the ground and breathe. All right. Keep a strong core, tight core, right? Belly button drawn in. Only gonna be here for 30 to 45 seconds every move. 30 to 45 seconds. Finishing up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right, take a step back, and I need to adjust, or should I say, apply another timer. All right, the next move we're gonna do are just hinges. Okay, active hinges. You can use the TRX for support here. All right, so all you're gonna do, all right, and I know the camera may not be the best, so sorry about that. Okay, I'll show you a side view. Yeah, all right. So ramp a body again. Okay, and all you're gonna do is push your hips back, push your hips forward, kind of turning yourself into a human nutcracker here. Hips forward, forward. All right, shoulder blades down and in. So I say shoulders down and then shoulder blades in. Okay, not gonna be here too long. Only about 20, 25 seconds. Finishing up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right. Now, we're going to actually do that again because I want to make an important point. We want the balls of our feet, okay, screwed into the ground. All right. There's a different technique I was doing just now that wasn't quite what I'm looking for in this video. So, feet down as you hinge over. You go in and out of this hinge. What are you doing here? You're stretching your shins. All right. You're walking, running, whatever, playing sports. You want to keep great ankle mobility. All right. Breathe. We're working on the foot right now. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Finishing up. 3, 2, 1. Next one here. All right. You're going to do ankle circles, right? So you can use the TRX to support you, right? Just like this. So clockwise first. You go about 10 one direction. It's tougher than what it looks, 10 in the other direction. All right. Your ankles love this. All right. Your body loves this. Okay. Moving. All right. Getting some mobility in there. Okay. Other side. All right. Ready and begin. Keep my timer here going so I stay on track. All right. Okay, I'm going counterclockwise first. You know, if you want to go clockwise or counterclockwise in either direction first, doesn't matter too much. All right, one side may be tougher than the other. Do about 10 or so, and then go the other way. See, it's tougher for my left foot. For me, it really create a circle. All right, beautiful. Moving on now, we're done with the foot. We're gonna work on the quads. So just kind of go in and out, just like this. I'm just using one hand on the TRX if I want to cheat a little bit, not worry about balance as much as getting some mobility in there, huh? And that's quad and that knee. All right. Just pull your heel right into your butt. All right, go in and out of this, you know, 6 to 8 times. I'm going to the other side. All right, stay up tall here. Stay up tall, don't hinge over. Breathe, breathe. I'm gonna do 2 more. 1 more. Awesome. All right. So next one. All right. We're gonna give our hamstring some love, right? Here we go. Wide stance. Have your hands right underneath the anchor, feet wide. Inhale, exhale over. And don't forget, your butt needs to go backwards when you're doing this. Keep going, keep going. I'll show you here. Butt needs to go backwards. Get your weight more in your heels. All right, hinge over, go straight down. Butt should go backwards just a little bit. Hinge. Chop over at the waist with a strong back. Breathe. Strong core, strong back. Slight bend in the knees. All right. Shoulder blades down. I know it's a lot of cues. Do the best you can. Get loose. Get loose. Get loose. Almost done. Finishing up. 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. We're going to get the glutes now. Get the glutes. Okay, I'm going to move my TRX up just a little bit. I'm going to do the figure 4 stretch. All right. So I'm holding on about chest height. Place one leg across my legs like this. I'm just going straight down as low as I can. Coming straight up. You can pull yourself up. You can use your legs. I don't care. Whatever helps you get up. All right. Now, if this is too difficult for you, I will show you a ground version in a moment. Right now, do the best you can. Straight down, straight up. You may not be able to go as low. That's okay. Okay, do the best you can. Breathe, breathe, breathe. All right, switch. All right, here we go. Other leg. Sorry if I don't look at the camera as much. I like to focus in my mind's eye. All right, here we go. Straight down, straight up. Be aware of where your body is. Be aware. Are you feeling the stretch where you should? Okay, you're feeling it in your glutes, huh? I'm getting a little bit of arm workout here, so that's why this is good for people who are really strong already. All right? You can kind of easily get in and out of this. Again, I'll show you a technique. If it's kind of difficult for you to do this standing up, you can sit down, okay, with outstretched arms. All right, and you just kind of gently pull yourself towards your legs here, okay, with straight arms. See that? That's just helping me get that stretch. All right, this may be enough stretch just sitting here, okay? You do the same thing the other side, all right? Just a little bonus tip for you. Okay, moving on. Now I'm gonna get the hips and the obliques and stuff, all right? So, coming right at you. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to turn my hips to the right. I'm gonna take my left leg, place it across that straight right leg, and I'm just gonna dip my hip, right? I'm gonna dip my hip here towards the direction or away from the direction of the TRX. All right, this is tough. This feels really good on the hips, the lats. All right, waist area. Okay, all I'm doing is going in and out of this type of movement. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side here in a moment. Make sure your shoulders turn back in towards the TRX anchor. All right, rotate. Right. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do the other side. Okay, here we go. Get my timer going here. Sorry. Ready and begin. All right. Whoa, feels so nice. All right, so you just, okay, I'm stepping across the straight leg. All right, I'm using this leg that's free for leverage. Maybe you can't see that well. Let me turn my camera down a little bit. All right, give you another view. All right, so watch here. This is what I'm doing. All right, see? This is what I'm doing. I'm getting a nice stretch here. A few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Great job, great job. Okay, we're gonna keep it moving. Now we're gonna pick it up a little bit, all right? Okay, we're gonna start moving in different planes, okay? So now it becomes a little bit of a workout where yeah, use some muscles here, use your body weight. We're doing some movement patterns, okay? Like a squat with a rotation, right? So I'm gonna start with the straps, chest height, go straight down, I'm gonna come straight up and then look, rotate. Keep your eyes on your hands, go for it. Go at your own pace. You don't have to go as fast or as low as I am. Go at your own pace. Breathe, rotate. The key here is keep your eyes on your hands. You're getting a lot of good rotational mobility that we all need. We got these backup cameras. You don't even have to look over your shoulder. Not that this is quite that movement, but for the neck especially, keep your eyes on your hands so you get that rotation in the neck. Ready? Other side and begin. All right, by the way, the TRX anchor, my hands is right underneath the anchors. All right, pretty much. So maybe I take a step back or so. All right, here we go. Yep, here we go. Breathe, rotate. Breathe, rotate. Breathe, rotate. Oh, breathe. Rotate, eyes on those hands. And done. Nice. Next one. All right. Now I'm gonna lengthen TRX straps. Okay, right around hip height. I'm gonna take one step forward from being below the anchor. All right. So now I'm going to step and rotate here. All right. Over this front left leg. See, I'm starting off with the rotation movements pretty early because I find that this is most important. Because a lot of people don't move in this plane of motion. You only have 16 minutes here. A total of 16 minutes is workout, all right? Here we go, a few more here. Now you don't have to go as low as I am. Look, watch, if you go halfway. The point is get that rotation in, ready? Other side, and begin. Oh. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Eyes on your hands. I'm telling you, folks, you'll feel so good after this. You get a little bit of cardio going as well. Great recovery for heavy lifters. And again, you work on your mobility. All right, moving in different motions, planes of motions, okay, different functions. All right, here we go. We're still doing rotations. So now I'm gonna do a step back, okay, with the rotation. All right, step back lunge, right? So I'm gonna step back and rotate at the same time. Step back, rotate. Okay, ready? Sorry. Ready? And begin. Step back with a rotation. I want you to see the rear view of this because I think it'll help. Next round, I will do the front view. Okay, look how well I'm looking at my hands. All right, drive up through that front leg, not the back leg. Let that knee track towards the toe. Breathe. All right, good. Other side. Right leg now is up front. All right, here we go. Ready? And begin. Breathe. Eyes on those hands. Here we go. Do the best you can. Don't rely on the TRX too much. Breathe, breathe. Breathe, breathe. And last one. Nice. All right, now I'm doing a lateral lunge, okay, with the rotation. So you need to have, right? All right, so let me flip this a little bit more here. Almost done here. So keep moving. Lateral lunge with rotation. All right, so hands be about, face height, lateral with the rotation. How straight can you get your arms? Okay, so your side view, your side view, lateral lunge, rotate. Keep those eyes on those hands. Finishing up. Finishing up. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Other side. And again. Stepping with the left leg now, huh? I want to confuse you. Do the other leg. Rotate. How well can you rotate? Rotate at the top. Rotate. Rotate. Ah. Ah. And done. Nice. Okay, let's get to more common movements since we have a little more time left. You know, your legs may be on fire. Pace yourself. All right, so now we do a lunge. The shoulder flexion, right? So you step right into this. All right. You just alternate here. Doing a lunge with shoulder flexion. Again, I'm tickling my knee. I'm going lower. You don't have to do that. All right. You can, you know, go half the distance. You can go a quarter of the distance, whatever you want. All right. Here we go. Do the best you can. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Only 30 seconds. Alternate here. Alternate. 3, 2, 1. All right. Here we go. Every move's pretty quick. Okay. Now you're going to do a step back lunge with the fly. So, all right. I'm going to start with my hands. I'm going to come to you. I'm going to start with my handles near my armpits. Okay. I'm going to step back. And then I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together at the top here, right? So, right, we do a lot of hunching. We do a lot of movements where we're pushing. All right, trying to pull here. Squeeze, shoulder blades down. So, shoulders down, shoulder blades together. Here we go. 20, 25 seconds, make it count. Whew. Come on, here we go. Breathe. Almost done. We can go a little bit longer here for 45 seconds. Whew. Come on. Don't have to go as low. Keep that chest up. Keep that core tight. Squeeze everything together. Squeeze. All right. Finish it up in 3, 2, 1. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So now that is the 15-minute mark. All right. We went a little bit over. I hope you learned something. Hope this was a big help. Again, this is fantastic. If you want to get in a good mobility workout, all right, these exercises are all about that, moving in different planes of motion and helping you get loose from the foot up. Thanks for tuning in.